Hi everyone, it's Danny, and in this video I will talk a bit about an Oncidium intergeneric called Odontocidium Tiger Barb. Now this one is a cross between an Oncidium and a Odontoglossum, and it is said that it's an easy plant to grow as it is forgiving, and it has beautiful yellow spotted flowers placed on a long spike. And my orchid is starting to drop its flowers because it's been in bloom for the past month and a half. The flowers don't last as long as a phalaenopsis. Few orchids have this flowering time span. But I think it's good for a month and a half to be in flower like this. It's enough for me. Now, this orchid has very big pseudobulbs. Let me try to see if I can catch one. So, yeah, they're kind of big, they're plump, and I've noticed that they don't wrinkle as easily as an Oncidium. Even though the pot is way too small for her, and I believe these roots are not alive anymore. So that's a shame, but I think I can find some good roots in the pot. So I would say it is forgiving if her condition is not ideal, but she still manages to keep her pseudobulbs plump and nice and maintain her flowers. The way I water this plant is, well, I don't have a schedule for it. When I see that the bark is getting very dry, actually try to, to poke around here, and if it's too dry, then I water it. I don't let it go completely dry, because if you notice here, she has a wrinkled leaf, and this wasn't here. This grew a bit here when I used to let it go very dry, and she doesn't like it apparently, so I don't let it go very dry. The way it's potted is in fine or small bark chips, so I will use the same medium to repot it. I give her a bit of sunlight in the morning, and she doesn't seem to mind. The leaves look good. They don't have spots or anything. So I would say that it is a hardy plant if she can hold her flowers and look good in this small pot with her dead roots. Now this particular one doesn't have a scent, or better yet, it doesn't have a beautiful scent. It does smell a bit, but I can't define it. It's not sweet, it's not sour, it's just there. But the flowers, I think, compensate for the lack of fragrance. Now someone asked me, a subscriber of mine asked me if I know anything about Colemanera. I never owned one, so I'm not sure what to say about it, but I would say that it's kind of similar to this one, except the fact that you need to be careful to not let it go completely dry, because it has some Miltonia traits in her, and she shouldn't be allowed to go too dry. I don't think she likes that. This particular one can be allowed to go slightly dry, but not too dry, because it's going to grow accordion-shaped leaves. The plant won't suffer immediately from the dryness, but it won't look that good. Okay guys, enough about my Odontocidium for now. Oh, the temperatures. in my balcony, the temperatures are about the same for everybody. The margin that I find okay for everyone is 18 degrees at night and 23, 24 in the daytime. This part of my balcony is cooler and more humid, and the other part, because it's not close to the humidifier, it's not that humid. And apart from my Cattleya, which I tried to place somewhere where she gets some sunlight and some higher temperatures, everybody stays in the same temperature zone, and so far there have been no complaints. Okay, hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.